Good morning and congratulations for taking the first step to solving your slow money blues. My name is Doug, retired U.S. Marine and two-time combat veteran turned entrepreneur at your service. Today's episode is Cryptoverse. Man, we're going to have an awesome time. I know this is the first episode in April. I'm super excited to be bringing it to you once again. This is so awesome. We're going to talk about some amazing things today. So we're in season 5 and we're halfway through part 1 of season 5. So if you've been along for the entire journey, thank you so much. Big shout out and kudos to you, and also big shout out and kudos to my entire team to bring us this great and awesome content each and every week. As always, if you have any questions, visit slowmoneyblues.com. Click on Ask or submit your question on IG, Facebook, or Twitter using hashtag SlowMoneyBlues. Today, we're going to be talking about 3 ways to grow your wealth. But before we get started, I have 2 questions for you. 1, did you do last week's homework? Hopefully you did. If you didn't, it's okay because all of the episodes are there for your listening pleasure, and also on YouTube and Facebook, and you can go back and listen to them and do all of the homework. Plus, you can see everything in the show notes. So it's cool. Last week's homework was determine your freedom number and pursue it until achieved. And hopefully you did that. That is so important to your freedom journey. If you don't know your freedom number, it's going to be impossible to develop and implement a plan and strategy to get you to your freedom number. This is the best part of the show. Well, almost the best part. One of the best parts. Did you say your morning mantra? If you didn't, let's say it together. I, state your full name, take 100% responsibility and accountability for my actions and decisions. I refuse to blame others. If I do, I give away all of my power, authority, and promises given to me by God. Of course, it's time to pay the bills. So our sponsors today are Linky.com and BigNetDomain.com and Binance.us. Okay, here's the deal. If you are a solopreneur, mompreneur, or dadpreneur, or a side hustler, and you want a quick, effective, high-tech tool that can touch a lot of people, go to Linky.com, that's LIINKY.com, and sign up today. It's so cool because the tool integrates with all of the major social media platforms, and you can just connect everything there. You can put unlimited links there. You can do promos. You can do marketing. You can do appointments. It's all types of stuff there. Go and get your Linky today. By the way, use LIINKY25 promo code and receive a 25% savings today. Now, I know it's April and people are still suffering from a digital dilemma. How do I know this? Because I was literally talking to someone last week who was suffering from a digital dilemma. And guess what? Her digital dilemma is about to be over because she talked to me. And so if that's your situation, what I want you to do is I want you to go over to bignetdomain.com, sign up for a free domain name today. If you get a free domain name today, you'll actually get free hosting for 1 year. Also, use promo code BIGNET upon checkout and receive a 10% savings. What do they have? Well, they have everything. They have obviously websites. They have hundreds and hundreds of templates for whatever niche you're in. They also have email marketing, e-commerce, SEO, security, and hosting, and a ton of other stuff. And the best part, they're right here in the good old US of A. So each and every time you call, you'll speak to someone that you can fully understand. Let's do it today. Here's the question of the day. Do you have more than 5 wealthy friends? When I thought about that, I almost started laughing. You should have more than 5 wealthy friends. But if you don't, it's okay, because this episode right here will help you create new wealthy friends, okay? And you would be your first friend. As an entrepreneur, I always seek highly profitable opportunities that allow me to maximize my freedom. In late 2021, My barber informed me he started investing in cryptocurrency and made $40,000 by simply buying various coins. I thought, I need to investigate this right now. Let's get personal. So, where do I begin? The internet. To my surprise, I discovered this thing called the cryptoverse. The cryptoverse is a new land of untapped potential. It gives everyone the opportunity to become free. My ROI is 650% in less than 1 year. Can you, my dear friend, say freedom? Okay, so what are we talking about again today? We're talking about 3 ways to grow your wealth. And before we continue, I'm going to go ahead and turn off my Telegram because I'm getting notifications. All right, it's now we won't hear that little ding anymore. 3 ways to grow your wealth. Okay, last month was Money March. However, I couldn't let this go. By the way, as a disclaimer, I am not a financial planner. I am not a wealth advisor. I am your freedom advisor. And guess what? There is no certification required. But if you tune in long enough, I promise you, you'll get your freedom just like me. 3 ways to grow your wealth. Number 1, stop listening to broke people. I cannot say this enough. If you see the level of frustration on my face, and I'm rarely frustrated because I have my freedom papers, but most times when I'm advising and consulting and introducing people to HIPs, which are high yield investment platforms, or cryptocurrency platforms, or copy trading platforms, or auto trading platforms that have no idea what cryptocurrency is, but they want to get better returns on their investment, vice what the banks and their other investments are doing for them. They look at me and say, well, I heard such and such say, oh, I saw on the news such and such, but didn't this just crash or didn't this just happen? And I'm always like, okay, so I just told you in my introduction, literally 650% ROI in less than 1 year and still growing. And I'm saying, okay, so I am showing you and I'm telling you, like, this is a real thing. The cryptoverse really does work. It's a land of untapped potential where you can get your freedom papers. And for some reason, they are listening to talking heads and broke people who they don't want to be like, but they can't help but listen to their broke advice. So if you want to grow your wealth, I need you to, 1, stop listening to broke people. Broke people could be family, friends, colleagues, co-workers, associates, and others. If they are not where you are trying to get to, I would highly encourage you to turn them off. I did not say terminate the relationship. I just said turn down the volume. Point number 2, make friends with wealthy people. Do you know that thousandaires don't hang with millionaires and millionaires don't hang with billionaires? Did you know that? Okay, if you think that's not true, what I want you to do is I want you to go to your front door, open it up, and look out. Look up and down the street of your neighborhood and look in the driveway and see what type of cars people are driving. Okay? Now, if you happen to live in a $1 million community, I want you to open up your door. You might not be able to look down. You can look out, but you might not be able to look down the street because everybody is living in estate type homes. That's not always the case. Or maybe you live like in New York City, or maybe you live in Los Angeles. And of course, because they're densely populated places, then of course you can look out. But guess what? Just look around you. You have 2 eyeballs and this amazing brain, and it's telling you all type of stuff. Wealthy people do not commingle with broke people. By the way, broke is simply a mindset. That's all it is, and it's all engineered because if I understand correctly, all of us came into this world with our birthday suits. In other words, we came in the world with nothing. And how did people that came into the world with nothing all of a sudden, well, really not all of a sudden, but now have something? And it's all because of what they have learned, what they have been taught. So, point number one, stop listening to broke people. Point number two, make friends with wealthy people. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, Doug, where do I meet these people at? You can meet them everywhere and anywhere. It's amazing how this works. If you're not a person that likes to network, well, I'm one of those people that loves to network. That's because I love people and I know I have something to offer. And I'm never offering people non-solutions. I'm always offering them solutions to their problems. And typically when I offer them a solution to their problem, I get compensated for my T3E3, my time, talent, training, education, experience, and energy. That's how it works. Now, of course, as you begin to get more freedom, what you're going to discover is there's different freedom circles, right? There's 100,000 freedom circles. There's million freedom circles, and there's billion freedom circles. But you get to decide which circle you want to be in. I cannot make this up. You get to decide. And so the cryptoverse allows you to get to those circles and levels faster, easier, and quicker than ever before. Literally today, I don't even know how many times I've been, how much money my investments have made today. I have to go and look at my various platforms and see, okay, yeah, boom, boom. Every day though, when I was on the plantation, I'll share a story with you. When I was a W-2 employee, I would get paid every 2 weeks. Prior to that, in my military, then the military, I think we used to get paid monthly. Then it went to every other week or every 2 weeks. And then, of course, that's kind of been the model for a long time. Most people get paid weekly or every other week. No one seems to get paid daily. However, you're working every day. And it seems to me that if you work every day, you should get paid every day. And so what I do know is this: every business that I know of, if I go and purchase a product or a service before I leave, or even maybe before I even go, I'm going to pay for that product or service. This, my dear friends, these are the wealthy people. These are the people that you want to be affiliated with, you want to be associated with, and find out what are they doing on a daily basis. Well, now that I have achieved this thing called freedom, I know exactly what they do. They literally, I think every day of how to get more freedom. Understand, I'm not greedy. I just want more freedom. Freedom is very intoxicating. It's very addictive, and you want more of it. So I'm always looking for opportunities to acquire more freedom. And I'm challenging you to make friends with wealthy people because they can literally introduce you to ideas, to people, and opportunities that your broke friends never, ever could. Point number three, find the right vehicle to get your freedom. Let me tell you one of the wrong vehicles. The wrong vehicle to get freedom is a savings account. If you put $1 million in a savings account right now today, first of all, only $250,000 of that is insured. So if your institution goes belly up, you're going to lose $750,000, $750,000. But you'll still have $250,000 left. Oh, by the way, it gets worse. And chances are your savings account is paying you some minute annual rate of return. When I say minute, sometimes it's 1%, sometimes it's like 4%. But that's on an annual basis. So that's nothing. Full disclosure, I'm currently involved in several platforms, and one of my platforms pays me daily 1.2%. 1.2% every day that I can reinvest and it compounds and I make 1.2% on that again every day. When I first started out, I was getting paid twice a week. When I retired from the military, I was getting paid twice a month because that's what retirees, they get paid twice a month. And then when I discovered the cryptoverse, right, I started getting paid 4 times a week. And then I started getting paid 12 times a week. Then I started getting paid 16 times a week. And now I get paid 40, and it sounds crazy. I get paid 46 times a month. I'm sorry, I meant to say a month. But no, those were weeks. But when you roll it up over a month, 46 times, right? Some of my platforms pay me weekly. Some of my platforms pay me daily. What am I saying? I'm saying you need to find the right vehicle to get your freedom. I've discovered a lot of vehicles. I'm going to be sharing some other things. I'm going to be dropping some content. Right now, my team and I, we're building out some digital assets that are going to help a lot of people change their lives forever. And if you want to be a part of that, don't worry. I'll do a special. I'll probably do a bonus episode and let everybody know exactly what those platforms are going to be. But 3 ways to grow your wealth. 1, stop listening to broke people. 2, make friends with wealthy people. 3, find the right vehicle to get your freedom. So what are the takeaways? That is a great question. New opportunities can create a new life. The cryptoverse is a new opportunity, and it is creating more freedom for so many people all around the world, and I want you to be a part of that as well. What's your homework for this week? Great question. Join an investment group today. Specifically, I want you to join a crypto club or group today. If you are on Telegram, go and search for Smart Money Team. And we may or may not come up. But if you can't find us that way, you can always send an email to Doug at smartmoneyteam.us. Until next time, I want you to continue to build, launch, and grow your very own personal freedom success system. And I won't see you at the top, but I will see you over the top. Bye.